So today we're going to talk about something some woman in my community wrote to me about, and I will always keep your identity secret, so you never have to worry. If you email me with a comment and I use it, I will never say your name. So it's a completely safe space. So here's what happened. The female judge recognized, this is what she wrote to me. The female judge recognized the signs and patterns and revoked custody and visitation. I mean, this is from the other parent. So now he texts them telling our teen children, because of me screwing him over, he's going to kill himself, etc. I've been forced to block all communication from him to our kids and can only communicate through legal system for child support and alimony. Married 20 plus years, divorced 2 years. All right. So, wow, I have so much to say about this. This is not funny. This is really serious stuff. I mean, when someone is so non-empathic that they can do that much harm to their own children, it's hard for us to understand this. And first of all, let me just say, I am not a doctor. I am not a psychiatrist. I am not a lawyer. I am a life coach, and I have had lots of experience, years and years and years of training in this field, because I worked as a volunteer for the Coalition Against Domestic Violence where I live. And my job was to go to the hospital when a victim of domestic violence presented and to talk to them about their options and hopefully open their minds to the idea that they needed to take care of themselves and to leave this bad situation. So I do have a lot of experience here, although I'm not a psychiatrist or a psychologist. But here's what I have to say about this. When someone is this narcissistic, that they cannot put anyone else's needs above their own, not even their own children. And this is so hard for us to understand as normal people, because we would die for our kids, right? We would do anything not to not to have our children be hurt, and they're the ones doing the harm to their own children. So we can't understand this. But in this situation, this is what's happening. The father is trying to get the children upset by telling them that he is so upset he's going to kill himself. First of all, it's been my experience that the people who do kill themselves don't go around telling people they're going to kill themselves, right? They don't advertise it. So that's a red flag. But of course, the children are traumatized by this in their teens, and they feel guilty or responsible or upset or protective or whatever about their dad, and they want to help. And as the other parent, you know that he is just doing what he does, just manipulating their emotions, because that's what narcissists do. So in my own situation, this is what I did. I tried to tell my almost adult children, who were old enough to hear it, that their father lacked empathy, and this was not something that he was able to fix. There is no therapy and there is no drug that can help narcissism. We're all somewhat narcissistic. It's healthy to be somewhat narcissistic. We're all on a, what do they call it? On the grid somewhere. But where on that grid do you lie? So these are extremely narcissistic people. So a little bit of narcissism is normal and healthy, but when it's an extreme case like this, you have to explain to them, this isn't normal, and normal people don't treat other people this way, especially not their children. You don't want them to grow up to do the same thing. You don't want them to think this is not just okay, but right or acceptable. So you want them to get the joke that they don't want to model after this, and that it's not their fault, they haven't done anything wrong, and there's nothing they can do to protect their dad. So in my own case, I would try to explain this to my adult children and tell them that because of this challenge their father faced, genetically or biologically or I don't know how, not a doctor, they couldn't expect much more from him. This was the best he could do, and that they shouldn't be disappointed that he can't do better, because he's challenged in this area and he just can't help it. So it would be like as if someone had some handicap, special need. You can love them. You love them, but you don't expect much more from them than they're capable of doing, of giving. Does that make sense? So I think it helped them wrap their brain around why their father would try to hurt them so badly emotionally. So that is my suggestion for this mom, to try to explain to her children that he can't be fixed and he can't change, and that they can't expect much more. But this is how these people, you can give them some books and let them read it. I mean, that's what helped me, I know. When I first started going, what is going on here? Why would somebody act this way or treat people this way? His own family, his own wife, his own kids. You have to read it to believe it, that this is a thing, right? That is the first step. Well, back then there was no Google when I was going through it. So right today, the first step is when people go, what? This is not normal, and they start Googling to like personality disorders and what it is, and then it's like, oh my God, this is what I'm experiencing. This is what this person is doing. This is what this person is. So it's best, really. It is so much better that they not be able to communicate with him. I think it's too stressful for kids. And for you too. So good for you that you only communicate through the legal system. I mean, that's really better for everybody, I think. All right, so that is our Manic Monday for today. Happy Martin Luther King Day, by the way. And also, I want to tell you a couple of things. This Wednesday night, I am going to be a guest on my friend Julie's podcast. She is head of J Little Health. She is a health coach, and she helps busy professional women take care of themselves, find that time and structure that time to live their healthiest life. And I am going to be talking about the grief associated around divorce, so that you can understand when you're going through it, you understand what those stages are, so you can anticipate them and celebrate when you move from one to the other, and know that this is part of the journey, and find a way to do it in a healthy way. So I'm really excited about that. It's 8:30 Eastern time this Wednesday night, the 23rd, right? Also, as always, I'm going to put two links in my post. One is for you to have a free get acquainted call with me, so we can talk about your situation, and if we think we're a good fit, and if I think I can help you, and how we might work together. So that is a free consultation call. Also, another link I'll put is for a laser session. I'm so excited about these. They've become very, very popular. They are 15-minute calls that you purchase for $49. We get laser focus. You come to me with the one burning issue, the thing that is keeping you up at night, the thing that is haunting you at 3 a.m. that you need to figure out, and it's a pressing issue that you need help around. You need a strategy, you need solutions, you need a game plan, you need coaching around this one issue. This is when you book a laser call with me, and we spend 15 minutes and you walk away with a game plan. I give you all the information around it that I have. I help you think of strategies to solve it, best case scenarios for your particular circumstances, and you walk away with a game plan of what to do. No more lying awake looking at the ceiling at night. No more hot sweats in the middle of the night. No more of that. Like, we're gonna fix this problem, whatever it is that you have, find a solution for it. That's about the best $49 I think you'll ever spend. And and you can book that right online, pay for it, book it on my calendar. There are available slots that you can choose from for that. You don't have to go through a call to get that. But if on the call we decide we're a good fit and you want to continue and you want to work with me, I will put that $49 payment toward the price of your program price. So money well spent, right? And that's it for this week. Thank you. Keep warm. If you're where I am, it's freezing. I'm not going outside today. It is so cold and so windy and just bitter. So stay warm, and thanks for being here. See you soon.